Hi everybody, it's Willow here from Willow Moon Mystical. Okay, so as you know, um, several states of our country suffered under the hand of the Hurricane Helena. We're in Florida along the Gulf Coast, but we fared pretty well. But our hearts and prayers goes out to all others. With that being said, I've had a couple of members of the Enchanting Crones come to me and want to do spell work, something to protect um, not only our own homes in our county and our state, but the country as well. As they say, more storms may be approaching. So I took a spell that I had created a while back. It's just a home protection bottle spell, and I amplified it a little bit for this cause. And the Enchanting Crones is meeting Saturday to perform a ritual to create these bottles. So I thought I'd do a video for anyone else who would like to create a bottle of their own. So what you will need is herbs of protection. Any herbs that suit you for protection. The ones I chose is Angelica root, jasmine, stinging nettles to grab this thing and to snare it. Any ones that come and sling it back out to the sea with harm to none. And then I chose clove and I chose High John the Conqueror root. I chose the crystal of black tourmaline to absorb the negativity and turn it back into positive. You will need graveyard dirt and sand or soil from your own land. Of course, a bottle and a cork. And coffin style vintage nail. So I took the candle. I created a bottle already, but that video did not turn out. So I'm on take two. And I created my candle by taking a white candle and dripping black wax over it. The white is for purification and cleansing and protection, and the black is also for protection and grounding and banishment of any harm that may try to come our way. And so I created this candle, and that's what I used to anoint this candle in, to seal this spell in, rather. That's what I used this candle to seal this spell bottle with. So I'm just going to use the same candle. I don't know if being outside is going to allow me to do that on film, but that is my intention after my spell is done. So to begin with, you are going to want to take a little bit of graveyard dirt, and you don't need a whole lot, but you do want to put some graveyard dirt in your mortar and pestle or a bowl or whatever you chose to use. And then you want to use a little bit of dirt or sand from where you live. I live in Florida, so of course it's going to be sand. And you just want to mix this together. The graveyard dirt is to ask the ancestors to guide us and help protect us. The dirt from where you live represents your home, your family, your community, your state, your part of the country, Mother Earth herself. And then we're going to mix those together. Now from this, you can go ahead and add in all of your ingredients if you want. That is not what I did, but really, even though this is a pretty bottle to look at, that isn't going to matter, as this bottle is going to be buried by my front door, and the one I'm creating now will be buried by my back door. So you can create as many as you want and bury them at each corner of your house, each corner of your property. That is up to you. So now I'm going to take my bottle and I'm going to put in the dirt and my land. Now at the end is when I'll cast the spell to enchant this. So I'm going to put this in, and I know I'm concentrating on why I'm putting it in. So I filled mine about 1/5 of the way, and that's all I need to do is fill about 1/5 of the way. And now I'm going to put in a little bit of nettle. And again, this isn't going to take much. So I want to put in a little bit of nettle. And there you go. That's perfect. Now I want to add Angelica root. Now I need a couple pieces of Angelica root. And this is for the divine protection of angels and spirits and the saints. So I've added my Angelica root. Now I'm going to add just one stem of clove. And clove is for protection, as it is a nail. I am asked for it to act as a nail, to nail things down. Then I'm going to add my high John. It took me a while to ground up this high John, I'll tell you that much. So I've added my Angelica root and my high John, and I added my stinging nettles. Whoa. And I've added the clove. I've added the graveyard dirt and dirt from my land. And now I am going to add jasmine. I think I want to add the tourmaline first. I'm going to see if I can add a couple pieces of tourmaline. This tourmaline can be quite big, so I have to look for one or two small pieces, and I have found two. Perfect. And now I am going to add some jasmine. I don't want to put my hand directly in these herbs, as I was messing with graveyard dirt. So I will spill them out here, and what has spilled I will offer back to Mother Earth as an offering. So now I'm putting in my jasmine. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to hold this, and I have my cork, and I'm going to concentrate on my intention. Then I'm adding my cork. Now from here, I have small coffin nails. And you can either take these, and these are vintage reclaimed nails. You can either take these and you can directly add one directly into your bottle, but I like to go through my cork. So it's kind of like nailing all of this down and nailing it together. So I just push it in there. So I just push it in there. That's all I do as such. Now before I add the wax and seal this, I'm going to hold this in my hand, and I'm going to say a spell that I wrote over it. And that spell is, by the powers that be of land, air, fire, and sea, great protection I summon to thee. Herbs of earth, bring forth thy worth. Dirt of ground, be solid and sound. Ancestor protection we desire from storm rages, floods, and fire. Protection for my home and family, protection for my county, state, and country. This is my will, so mote it be. And now I'm going to take it, and to seal all this in, this is where I'm going to take my candle. Be careful whenever you seal a bottle, and hold your candle up so you don't get burned. Now some people takes their the wax melt and will melt their wax and just pour it on that way. But I do like to drip it. This is my personal preference, because as I'm doing it, I'm focusing and I'm concentrating on what it is I wish to do. And I may even run back through this spell. By the powers that be of land, air, fire, and sea, great protection I summon to me. Herbs of earth, bring forth thy worth. Dirt of ground, be solid and sound. Ancestors' protection we desire from storm, rages, floods, and fire. Protection for my home and family. Protection for my county, state, and country. This is my will, so mote it be. And now I'm going to let that set and cool. But here's what it creates. It creates a bottle such as this one. And I'm going to take these and bury one at my front door and bury one at my back door. So I hope this is beneficial for you. And in the links below or in the comments below, I will add the spell that I used, the herbs that I used, the crystals, and everything else that I used that was involved. Thank you for joining me. Please stay safe, stay forever magical, and blessed be.